Guys, the chicken is here. We are back today with another home gym video. In today's video, guys, I wanted to talk about everybody's favorite person right now, Mr. Liver King. So I thought like this would be a good topic because it's good to know, in terms of health and fitness, well, especially nowadays, there's so much misinformation out there, and there's so much, you know, there's so much stuff out there, and a lot of the information I find is it's made to be sensational in order to get clicks, in order to generate money, to the point where it almost becomes very misleading. So, um, you know, when we look at getting advice for health and fitness, it's really not complicated. I mean, for the general person, you want to get good sleep, you want to drink water, you want to be active, you want to walk, you want to strength train. And you want your diet to consist of a little bit of everything and not too much of anything. And that's basically all that it really comes down to. And you know, from there it kind of stems into personal preference. So I wanted to say this to kind of preface this video by saying if something works for you, then that's what makes it good. It doesn't necessarily have to be, like for example, if you prefer to eat keto and, for whatever reason that just clicks for you and it allows you to maintain your weight goals and maintain your performance goals in the gym, then that's great. That's all that matters, right? It's not that keto is better than if it fits your macros or the carnivore diet or whatever. And that's the problem that I take with this Liver King guy is he's all about the ancestral lifestyle. And, I'm sure most of you who have, been around the block a few times with health and fitness stuff, you laugh and roll your eyes and go on about your day. But a lot of people get sucked into it because, number one, how he looks, which is extremely hypocritical to everything that the guy preaches is, living things the ancestral way and living like a caveman more or less and eating meat and bones and drinking blood and eating liver, obviously. But I mean, he's clearly on a ton of like pharmaceutical grade steroids. So that's not really ancestral when you're, injecting yourself with these things, and it becomes misleading for your audience because you're basically saying, hey, if you eat bones, you can look like me, even though the diet has very little or anything to do with how the guy looks and performs at all. Now, at the same time, the way these people get away with this stuff is because some of the stuff that he's saying is good information. Some of it is true. If you eat, eating organs is, considered very healthy because I don't know, they're full. I'm not a doctor or anything, but they're full of vitamins and whatever, and there's no, trans fats or saturated fats or that kind of thing that you get in the more modern day diet with processed foods and things like that. So I mean, yeah, like that kind of makes sense, but like to stretch it out to the point where it's like you have to eat this and this is what came, like the whole notion of to be healthy we have to live like our ancestors is really a flawed argument because if you look at how long cavemen lived for, they lived for like till they were 20 years old or whatever, right? So that's not really healthy. It's just kind of a marketing thing because it sounds good, right? It sounds cool to eat bugs and eat, tree leaves and stuff and be healthy and get back to the earth and get back to nature. It's just a selling trick is really all it is. So yeah, I don't know. It's just kind of misleading, and it just bothers me when you see people that have these giant platforms and they, instead of helping people, they choose to just double down and push further into that boundary just to get more views and get more, people to buy their programs or whatever. I think he sells some kind of program to basically live how he pretends to on Instagram. So, I mean, that's my take on it. You guys let me know if you agree or disagree either way. I haven't watched a ton of him, but just kind of a brief overview from what I've seen and looking at his website and things like that. Those are the things that just jumped right out to me anyways. But if you guys know more about it, then feel free to chime in down below in the comment section. But yeah, so that's the chicken's review on the Liver King, guys. Overall, I'm sure he's got some good stuff in there, and I'm sure, like I appreciate the overall message of getting out there and getting healthy and moving and stuff. Like that's always good, but you go too far with it at the same time in an attempt to just really leverage the whole like we just talked about, living like an ancestor and living off the land and eating bones and drinking blood and that kind of thing. So that's the chicken steak on the Liver King, guys. If you enjoyed the video, make sure you subscribe to the channel. If you want to see more videos like this, let me know down below in the comments. And we'll catch you next one, guys. Chicken out.